Welcome to Clipping In. It's Sunday, the 6th of August at 8:10, and it's not raining. Yes, write that down. It's supposedly going to rain sometime after 11, but fingers crossed. I'm on the winter bike and I'm heading east out towards Leeds and Tadcaster, hoping that I can again stay away from the worst of the Pennine weather. If we get a view behind, you might be able to see the Pennines there. I've climbed Cliff Hollins Hill towards East Biley, which is sort of halfway between Leeds and Bradford. July weather was incredibly disappointing after warm May and June. August is continuing in the same vein. It was 10 degrees C when I set off this morning at 8. I think it's just warming up a little now, but there's rain forecast for later. I'll just flip that way. Kirksall Abbey. Well, that's Leeds crossed. I'm now heading from Shadwell, Old Woodley Shadwell to Collingham. Then I'll be heading over towards Boston Spa. Tadcaster. The sun is still cooperating. I think the wind is northwesterly. That's certainly the way it feels. So I should enjoy a couple of hours of tailwind after Tadcaster. I'm following the line of the old turnpike road between Boston Spa, which was a Georgian spa retreat. I think they must have said it when Harrogate was taking off, and they thought that Boston Spa would take a bit of trade off it, but it didn't for long anyway. And I'm heading to Tadcaster. Probably about a mile from Tadcaster now. Coming into Towton now, the village, not far from the battle that claims to be the bloodiest and I think the largest number of combatants in English history. The sign there said 1461, and from memory I think it was like 50-something thousand combatants, and the casualty rates were sky high too for those days. It was part of a sequence of bloody battles in the War of the Roses, which, although it sounds like some kind of Yorkshire-Lancashire cricket match gone bad, it was really a civil war, and it lasted a long time between various factions laying claim to the throne of England and Wales. And in the case of Towton, it was a Yorkist victory over the Lancastrians. But again, yeah, there were people from all over the country involved in that battle. And yeah, terrible. Yeah, there's a really good passage in Shakespeare, Henry VI, Part 3, showing my stage background, and dealing with all the sort of tragedy and futility where relations are killing each other. Back to the cycling, eh? this road from Tadcaster through Barkston Ash. I once rode a 2-up 10-mile time trial on here with my dad. There's even a chance that he was riding the old Gios that is now my winter bike. Midweek, I think it was a Wednesday, and he glued to my wheel like some kind of limpet, and I pushed the wind for 10 miles. Yeah, we did okay. Good fun, good memories. Barkston Ash. Such a change in landscapes now. I've been riding for about 41 miles. I'm not too far from Selby, so I'm certainly on the flat plain, North Yorkshire, and so far I've got a cross tail. Not long ago I pedalled through a village called Monkfryson, which takes its name because all this area was owned and controlled by Selby Abbey. Well, 56 miles ridden, bit of a gap in the filming there. I jumped in with 3 triathlete lads who were on their best bikes, deep wheels, aero bars, and they were caning it, so I jumped on the back and got a bit of a tow for a while, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't exactly a free ride. So yeah, I couldn't wave a GoPro around particularly under those conditions, but it should have brought my average up if nothing else. I'm heading towards East Hardwick now. Let's have a look. You can see the church there. It's brighter than when I was last on here. You might be able to see that water tower that I mentioned last time over near Upton. 62 miles ridden. I'm enjoying what's probably going to be the final bit of tailwind until when I get to Notton, I'll be turning into quite a fierce wind. I'm taking advantage of some super bargain priced mini Cliff bars which I picked up at B&M for a song. It's kind of a squidgy peanut butter. I got a box of 10 for £1, so I don't mind trying something new when it's that kind of a bargain. West Breton village. This means I've got about 15 or 16 miles to go now. Darkening over, but fingers crossed. 82 miles ridden, probably about 5 to go. I'm not done much filming for this last hour because every time I pulled the camera out, I just, over my shoulder, I can hear it, car, car, car. It's just Sunday lunch traffic, I think, in this area, so I've strung about 4 words together and just got to stash the camera, so not filming country. I think overall the ride's taken in some good scenery. It's not going to look dramatic. It's going to look even less dramatic on a GoPro, which flattens everything out, but it's just good pedaling on some quiet lanes, quiet roads, and just makes a nice change sometimes to go somewhere a little different. 85 miles ridden, nearly home now. 3 cheers for the winter bike. It's as it turned out, the rain's held off, but this bike I estimate is around 1 mile an hour slower than my summer bikes over this kind of a ride, which is not that bad, because I would have been very glad of the guards if we'd have had some of the rain from the last few days. So we'll put Strava up. 86 and a half miles, something like that. Not a bad ride overall. Bit of history, bit of scenery. Not quite enough to drink, but still managing. So for this edition of Clipping In, I'll say goodbye for now and see you again next time for another outing on the Yorkshire roads. Bye bye.